Hi, Andy Excel back with my third FIFA 2026 World Cup podcast of the day. The first two have looked at the state of the tournament after the first two games for each team and picking out my best 16 teams as it stands. The second piece was to look at which 8 groups might provide the best third place finishers to go through to the round of 32. And this is my third, which is my normal daily piece looking back at the action from day 13 and forward to day 14's games. So let's look back to day 13 firstly, and why not start with England, who struggled mightily to unpiece the lowest of low box, but failed to do so against Ghana. Disappointing as this result is, it still leaves England top of the group with Panama to play last. England did nearly get caught on the counter a couple of times and arguably could have given away a penalty, probably should have given away a penalty when Konza brought down the Ghanaian attacker on the break. And this was a terrific result for Ghana, who will probably join England in the last 32. But as I said earlier, 4 points is not actually guaranteed to take you through, and it may well be you need a bit more than just 4 points. So in that sense, neither England or Ghana can say they have qualified. They probably have, but not for sure. For England, I feel they are still finding their best 11 and are getting closer to the answer, I think, after two games. For example, Thomas Tuchel probably now knows that Bukayo Saka and Nico O'Reilly need to be in the starting lineup, whilst Mark Gahey, I thought he had a perfectly tidy and effective game at left centre back, and England looked much better balanced with him there, so he should probably be in the team too. Reece James, though, continues to slightly underwhelm me at right back, and I think he just wants that bit more. He's a bit of a stroller, is how I'd put it, and he likes to stroll through games, and sometimes he doesn't get given the time to do that. So maybe his place may be under threat. Moving on to Ghana, well, their method is set, and against Croatia and in the knockout phase, they will cause other team problems as they did for England. The other game in Group L saw Croatia get a thoroughly workmanlike win over Panama in what was actually a pretty even game. Although Croatia probably had the better of it. And this puts Croatia in need of at least a draw against Ghana in their last group game. As 3 points and a -2 or worse goal difference are not going to be enough for me to progress. So they definitely need a draw to have any chance of going through, possibly a win. So the second narrow loss for Panama sees them emerge with credit from their performances, but also confirms their next game against England will be their last in this tournament. In the other group that played last night, Portugal were much better against a desperately poor Uzbekistan in their second group game. This emphatic wins ensures they will be in the round of 32 all but. And now they will face Colombia with a chance to top the group and face a third place team in the next round. Ronaldo showed his technical brilliance here against a team that were weak in the fullback position and allowed the increasingly immobile but still uber talented Ronaldo to thrive. With Portugal still leaning on the ageing maestro, I still have doubts he can take them deep into the tournament when the service is not as easy to deliver for CR7. This thumping eliminates Uzbekistan, who now have a -7 goal difference and no points. In the last game of the day, Colombia were much the better team against DR Congo, but only managed one goal as they won 1-0. That puts them top of the group ahead of their final game with Portugal, while they now need just a draw to progress as group winners, having secured their place in the last 32 with this win. DR Congo now need to beat Uzbekistan by as many goals as they can in their final group game if they have to progress as one of the best third place teams. So that's a look back at yesterday's action. Now, today we see three groups A, B, and C complete their action, and therefore we will know two more teams that are going to get eliminated tonight, and we'll get a better idea of who's going through as group winners and runners up, whilst the third place will still be in the offing. So they play in a different order from A, B, C. So Group B is the first game to get underway. Both games play simultaneously. We're into simultaneous kickoffs now. So Group B will be the first group to finish in the opening phase of the tournament. Now Switzerland face Canada and will play to who will top the group, with Switzerland needed a win to take that top spot. The Swiss struggled to break down Qatar, and it took them 74 minutes to open the floodgates against Bosnia and Herzegovina. Canada were really good against Qatar, and will need to match those levels if they are to beat the Swiss. And I favour the Swiss to get the better of an energetic Canadian team 2-1, and that will make them group winners. A narrow loss would also ensure Canada finish second in the group. Bosnia and Herzegovina and Qatar both need wins to almost certainly see them play in the round of 32. A draw probably puts both of them out, almost certainly puts both of them out. Neither of these teams are prolific in terms of scoring goals, and with neither team being able to afford to lose, we could see a cagey first half before teams increasingly have to go for the win in the second half. So if you're having a bet in the game, maybe a draw and then either team to win in the second half, so draw Bosnia and Herzegovina or draw Qatar, might be a way to go. Set pieces could be a way for Bosnia and Herzegovina to have an edge here, and I will take them to win this 2-0 and progress as a third place team, possibly. Right, Group C will be the middle group to finish tonight. Morocco play Haiti and they'll look to dominate that game and get a win that ensures they finish first or second in this group. If Morocco win, then Brazil will also need to win and do so by a goal less than the Moroccans beat Haiti to make sure they top the group. Scotland need a draw against the Brazilians to progress and maybe a win even. A loss would see them finish on 3 points and a negative goal difference. A draw would also see them finish on 4 points and a negative goal difference. And having looked at how this might pan out, I'm not 100% convinced that 4 points and a negative goal difference will get you through. So, work to do for Scotland tonight. With Haiti already eliminated, they could give game time to players who did not figure in their first two games. So I expect the quality Moroccans to win that game comfortably 2 or 3-0. Scotland will go all out for this one, and the Brazilian team looks far from a vintage version of their great dynasties. So I think this will be close, and how Scotland deal with Vinnie Jr. in particular could be a key to this game. Scotland have a history of glorious failures against top quality opposition, and here comes another one as they lose a close one 2-1. If my predictions are correct, Brazil may edge this group with Morocco finishing second, but I think Scotland may be in line to gain the last qualification spot, or possibly a last qualification spot as the best first place team. That I wrote this before I looked into those third place finishings potentially, and I now doubt that 3 points and a negative goal difference is going to be enough. So Scotland may actually need to win this game tonight. Finally, the last group to play tonight is Group A. That will come to a close as the Czech Republic face Mexico and South Africa play South Korea. Mexico have already won the group, but will be keen to keep their winning run going. The Czechs have to win to progress or have any chance of progression, but against the Mexican team who have a superb record at the Azteca, that's going to be tough. And I just think this unspectacular Czech team will not be able to match the Mexicans' energy at altitude. And I think Mexico win this 1 or 2-0 to eliminate the Czechs. South Korea only need a draw to take second place, and although South Africa were much better in their second game than their first, I still think South Korea are the better team, and I see this winning this game 2-0, which will also knock the South Africans out. So that's how I see today's action. Back with a mop up of that, and I look forward to tomorrow's action tomorrow. See you soon.